Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm bringing you this cute little fold flat box. Now the theory behind this box, or should I say the development of this box, was actually for one of my lovely devoted followers, shall we say. Lovely Irina, I hope I've pronounced your name correct, follows me on all of my social media, and quite often we have a little chat via our Facebook if she's not sure about the measurements of something. I can't remember where you live, Irina, and I do apologise. I want to say the Netherlands, but I'm not sure. But anyway, she came to me last week and asked me if I could make a box for a small hand sanitizer that she had purchased and wanted a box for it and wasn't sure where to start or how to make one, and asked me if I would be so kind as to help. Now obviously I don't generally have a lot of time to make boxes and bags for everybody and everything, but as luck would have it, I was making a fold flat box, and I said to her I can just amend my dimensions to help you out. And so this little box is for Irina and her hand sanitizer, so I hope it's okay and I hope it fits. It's a cute little box, as I said. It's not massively deep, but it is a good size. The finished size is roughly 1 3/4 inches by 3.5, so it is quite a good size, and it is 3/4 of an inch deep as well. So it's okay for a little treat or a little item of jewellery or a little gift. And as you can see, I've used one of the beautiful leaves on the front. Now this DSP is the Rooted in Nature, or Nature's Poem, I believe it's called. It is in the buy 3 get your 4th one free offer that's on during July. So this, along with my favourite Tropical Chic, which I'm sure any of you followers will know I'm obsessed with right now, but that paper is also available in the offer, so there's 2 you can get to start with. There is a list on my blog, and there is also a link to that blog just below, as well as the link to this blog for all these details. So I'm going to show you how I made it. You may also notice, or you may not, during my video that I am speaking slightly slower and slightly more precise. And the reason for that is because I had another lovely lady contact me via my blog called Gloria, who sadly is starting to lose her hearing. And she said to me that she struggles to follow my videos because she can't hear what I'm saying. And so I've now turned on the subtitles at the bottom. I believe that you can alter them yourself, so you can switch them off yourself. But as I have been reviewing my videos, when I start to talk fast, it's obviously when I get carried away with what I'm doing, random words come up on the screen and it doesn't make any sense. So when I'm actually describing what I'm doing, I will be a little bit more slower and precise, if you can just bear with me. But it is obviously for the benefit of those lovely ladies and gents who are out there who are losing their hearing, who want to be able to make these projects. So I'm going to show you how I made my box now. So you need a piece of cardstock that is 6.5 by 5 3/4 inches. And that is 14.5 by 13.5 centimetres. So on our short side, we are going to score at 1 3/4, 2.5, 4.25, and 5. So in centimetres, that's 4.5, 6, 10.5, and 12. And then on the long side, we're going to score at 3/4, 1.5, 5, and 5 3/4. And in centimetres, that's 1.5, 3, 11.5, and 13. And then we are going to score and burnish these fold and burnish these score lines. And this is quite a cute little box to make. It's quite easy, quite simple, and because they fold flat, you could quite easily make a heap of them, maybe for Christmas gifts or for birthday gifts, and pop them to one side somewhere so that they are easier to keep, nice and flat. You could pop them in another small box, an envelope, a little plastic box like one of these. Once it's made up and folded flat, I think they would fit in there, and you could keep some in a box. Lots of options really. So once we've folded and burnished all of those score lines, we then need to do some cutting. So we need to start off, and I have to just remember which way around this goes now. Okay, so we're going to start off by cutting down all of our vertical score lines. So just doing this, the bottom bit towards me, it doesn't matter which end you start. So I'm going to cut down those, and then we are going to cut away this end piece here, so we don't need that. And again, I'm just going to double check which way this goes. Okay, so this part is going to be this bit here, the opening and closing part. So all I need to do on this one is just cut some wedges from those top corners, and that's it. So let's tuck that one under out of the way, and then we're going to cut that off there and there, so we have what I call my shoulders. Tuck that one under and cut this one away completely, and then the very last shoulder is just the same, so cut across that horizontal line and then our wedges. So you have this effect, and then we do exactly the same the top. So cut down all of our vertical score lines to that second horizontal score line. Then where you have the double here, we cut that away and into a bit of a wedge, and then we have one shoulder here. Just cut those wedges out, then tuck that under, and like I said, it's a complete mirror image of the other side. So we're going to cut that one away, and then this is our second shoulder, and then the last one here again is the base or the lid, whichever way round you have it. So let's just get rid of all my rubbish. And so this is the shape that you are left with. So you need to pop some adhesive on this strip here. So I'm going to use some tear and tape, because it gives me that nice straight edge just there. And this one will go along here too. And then we simply need to take the backing off. And then just fold that piece in, and then just press down just to make that adhesive stick. And there you have your fold flat box. So with the tabs here at your lid and your base, just leave him flat for a moment because we need to pop on our DSP. And my sheet of DSP here is 3 1/4 inches by 1.5, and that's 4 by 8 centimetres. Oops. So I'm just going to put some snail on that one. And as you can see, it's the opposite side of the one I've already used. So you have a light and a dark version. And then just pop that on there. And then with my 1/2 inch circle punch, I now just want to punch out that little notch. Here it comes. So that's that piece done. So now we can tuck the bottom in, and then we can close our top, and there is your box. And then just to decorate it, I'm using some of the Nature's Twine that coordinates with this suite. Quite a decent length of it. And then I just simply, So I want one end for tying, and then I just sort of wrapped randomly, I suppose, and then just tied my bow. We'll see how well this goes, because they don't normally, do they? Come on. Not as nice as the previous bow, but we'll go with it. Oh, there we go. It's just about there. It's one of those, isn't it? Play with the bow forever and ever. So let's trim those tails off. And then you can just sort of move the twine about then to wherever you want your bow to sit. And I'm quite happy with mine in the middle there. And then adding this little trinket, I don't know if you can see there, it's all wrapped around, but I've used some metallic thread. So you could use cotton if you don't have metallic thread, but I lost my charm, there it is. I'm going with silver for this one. And I simply just, I know you probably can't see this at all, there's a thin strand here, and I just simply, when I can find the ends, doubled the size, doubled the twine up so I have a loop at one end. It's really difficult for me to show you. In fact, I know what I'll do. I'll just grab a sheet of black cardstock for a moment, then you may see. There we go. So I've made a loop, put my two ends together, and then I simply fed the two ends of the twine through the leaf there. She says, now struggling to do it. There we go. And then just the good old-fashioned, the two ends through the centre of the loop. And it's fairly strong, holds on to my charm. And then I just simply did exactly the same. So I tied a knot into my thread, quite away, maybe halfway, then cut those ends off, and then I simply fed this underneath the twine. The only thing is, obviously this end is heavier, so it sort of pulls at it, but I just, that's it, done it now. Tucked the twine, the thread under the twine, and did the exact same, pushed this through the loop, this in between the two pieces of thread, and then just pulled it. And if you find it's a bit long, you can always fiddle about and tie your thread a little bit closer to your charm if you wanted to, but I'm going to leave that one as it is because I'm not going to faff about whilst I'm doing this. So that's that part done, and then all I have left to do now is just my little sentiment on the box. So I'm just using, as I said, I've got some Whisper White here, using my embossing buddy. As I said, I'm using the Rooted in Nature, and I'm just using the Just For You, no I'm not, I'm using Be Strong, Be Happy, Be You. In fact, let's change it. Let's do Just For You on this one. We'll see how well this works now. Just For You, stamped in Versamark. And then I have my silver embossing powder. Just sprinkle that on the top. I've already had one mail delivery interrupt my filming. I do not hope that's another one coming, because I don't need it. Right, now to heat. There's a big white truck right outside my window. I don't know how well you can hear me or how well the subtitles will work for this, but obviously I'm just heating up my words there, and then I'm just going to do exactly that I did for my other one here, and I'm just simply cutting them out. Thank goodness that van is now going. Yes, he's not coming here. Thank goodness. So I'm literally just trimming these right down to the smallest piece, and then I'm just cutting in between to create the words so that they're separate. And because this is so small, you may be better to use a wet glue to stick these on with. So just a little bit of glue on the back. She says a little bit as the whole thing empties out. So, oops, oh goodness, now I stuck to my thumb. So I'm going to pop that bit there. I'm probably going to hold these, it might be a tad easier. A little bit more glue on there. Don't put the word upside down, that's not a good sign. And I think I just stuck those on with some snail on the previous one. Just for you. And there it is, a simple box. I think I prefer the pattern. I think I prefer the pattern paper, it just gives it a little bit of something different. I fear this one looks a little too plain, but hopefully they're perfect for you, Arena, for your box, for your gift that you want to give away. And as I said, they are flat, they do fold flat, so they're perfect to keep stored away, ready for that quick present packaging. I hope you enjoy my projects. Don't forget that there's a link below for the DSP sale for these beautiful papers and more, and there's also a link for my blog with all the measurements on. Hope that was good, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you all again soon. Bye.